Have you ever tried to guess if a girl likes you just by looking at how she behaves? It can be pretty tricky, right? Well, this video will make that task much easier. By the time you finish watching it, you'll know exactly what to look for. The 8 main signs of body language that indicate she's interested in you, even if she doesn't say a word about it. I'll explain each sign in an easy and fun way so you understand it perfectly. Ready? Let's start and uncover these secrets together. Eye contact. Let's begin with one of the most powerful and revealing body language signs: eye contact. When a girl is interested in you, she tends to maintain eye contact for a longer time than usual. You know that intense and almost magical feeling when your eyes meet and it feels like time stops? That's not just in your head. It's a clear sign that something more is going on. When a woman is attracted to someone, she not only looks into that person's eyes, but also holds that gaze in a way that can be almost hypnotic. Additionally, her pupils may even dilate a bit. This happens because when we see something or someone that attracts us, our body has an automatic and involuntary reaction that causes the pupils to enlarge. If you notice her eyes seem larger and she's looking at you frequently, that's a good indicator of interest. But be aware. It's important not to confuse this dilation of the pupils with a fear response, which can also cause the same effect. Context is very important. If she's smiling, relaxed, and maintaining frequent eye contact, it's a great sign. Also, observe if she shyly looks away and then looks back at you. This can indicate that she's interested but a bit nervous or insecure. This kind of behavior is a sign that she's thinking about you and wants to know more about you, even if she doesn't say it in words. Another thing to consider is the frequency and duration of eye contact. If during a conversation or even from a distance, you notice she repeatedly seeks your eyes and maintains the gaze, even if for a few seconds longer than usual, that's a strong sign of interest. Pay attention to the context in which this happens as well. For example, in a busy social environment full of distractions, if she stays focused on you, it's a positive sign. So, pay attention to frequent and prolonged eye contact during your interactions. If she's constantly catching your gaze and maintaining that intense and meaningful look, it's very likely that she's interested in you. This is one of the clearest and most reliable signs that she's feeling something special for you. Lip biting and licking. This is a quite powerful sign, as it's connected to our most primal instincts. When a girl bites or licks her lips near you, it's like she's sending a secret signal saying, "I'm interested in you." Lips are a part of the body known to be sensitive and associated with pleasure, so when someone draws attention to them, it can be a way of showing subconscious sexual interest. When she does this, she might be thinking about kissing you or simply imagining something more intimate. Either way, biting or licking her lips is a strong indication that she's attracted to you in some way. However, it's important not to get too distracted by observing her mouth. We're here to pick up subtle signals, not to drool like excited teenagers. So, pay attention to this lip action. If you notice it happening more than once or twice, the chances are quite high that she's interested in you. It's one of those signs that can be easily interpreted as an invitation for a more intimate approach. Blushing. There's something charming about the flushed faces of women, isn't there? When a girl blushes near you, it could be a sign that she's feeling those butterflies in her stomach, a spark of desire. Blushing occurs when blood rushes to the face due to intense emotions, like excitement or embarrassment. So, if you notice her cheeks turning red when you exchange glances or after a compliment from you, it's a good sign that she's at least a little nervous in your presence. Of course, some women blush more easily than others, but if you notice a pattern of blushing whenever you're around or when the conversation becomes more flirtatious, that's a promising sign. However, it's important to handle it delicately. Don't make a big deal out of it, as it could make her even more embarrassed. Just continue to be kind and attentive to the signals she's giving. Blushing can be a very sincere indicator of what she's feeling, so pay attention and be respectful in your response. Proximity. They say actions speak louder than words, and few actions are as revealing as a woman willingly invading your personal space. When she positions herself closer to you than usual, it's a brilliant way to gauge her interest in you. Think about it. We typically maintain a certain physical distance with acquaintances and strangers, a kind of comfort zone. But when there's attraction, that barrier seems to disappear. Suddenly, Having someone's body just inches away from yours feels natural, even exciting. So, if you notice a woman getting close to you, brushing against you, or choosing to sit right next to you when there are other available seats, she's subconsciously showing that she wants to be closer to you, both physically and emotionally. It's a bold sign that shouldn't be ignored. Of course, it's important to take into account the context and social environment, but overall, if she seems to always be around when you are, it's a clear sign that she enjoys your company and maybe even more than that. It's like she's gravitating towards you, which is a positive indicator of interest. Playing with hair. Here's a classic gesture that has been an indicator for men for centuries. Playing with hair. When a woman starts to tinker with her locks near you, it's a sneaky flirting sign that suggests she's quite interested. Playing with hair draws attention to the face and neck area, two areas laden with sensitivity and considered erogenous zones. By casually running fingers through her hair, she's, subconsciously, trying to enhance her feminine appeal. It could be as subtle as turning or tucking a strand behind her ear, or she might go deeper, slowly stroking the strands. Either way, it's a flirting gesture aimed at capturing your attention. It's important to note that some women have a habit of playing with their hair without it having a deeper meaning. However, if you notice she's constantly fiddling with her hair when you're around, it's a brilliant sign that she's hoping to catch your eye. It's like she's trying to stand out to you in a subtle yet powerful way. Positioning. They say the way someone positions themselves can say a lot about their interest, and when a woman leans in your direction, the message is clear. She's feeling a strong attraction. Think about the difference between facing someone you're not very interested in. Your posture is more relaxed, maybe even a bit distant. Now, compare that with the posture around someone you find irresistible. The body turns towards that person, shoulders aligned, legs uncrossed for a clear view. It's like the body automatically realigns itself to create a closer connection. When a woman does this, positioning herself towards you, she's showing direct interest and engagement. She's putting you in the spotlight. Subtle gestures, like leaning the body or pointing the feet in your direction, are important signs that shouldn't be ignored. They indicate that she's not only physically attracted to you but also emotionally involved. An open and receptive posture screams, "I'm very interested in what you have to say." Foot positioning. Let's talk about a frequently overlooked aspect of body positioning: the feet. Where a woman directs her toe tips can reveal a lot about her interest. When we're not focused on anyone in particular, our feet tend to point in whatever direction feels natural. But when someone catches our attention, our instincts make our feet align directly with that person. So, if you notice a woman's feet pointing in your direction, even when the rest of her body isn't, it's a subtle but significant sign that you've piqued her interest. Her subconscious is telling her to stay oriented towards you, perhaps hoping for an opportunity to get closer. Of course, context is important here. If you're sitting face to face, it's natural for the feet to be pointing in the same direction. However, if you're side by side or if her legs are crossed deliberately towards you, that's a revealing sign that she's focused on you and interested in your company. Preparation. When a woman starts to discreetly prepare around you, it's like a cosmic signal flashing, "I want you to find me attractive." This stealthy move is all about self-promotion. Think about it. Straightening clothes, fixing hair, touching up lip gloss, all these little acts of personal grooming are her subconscious way of enhancing her feminine charm. By making these subtle appearance adjustments, she's subliminally increasing her sexual appeal. And the kicker is she'll probably only do this when actively interested in catching someone's attention. After all, we rarely fuss so much over grooming rituals unless we're motivated by the deep desire to be perceived as a potential partner. So, if you notice her discreetly smoothing her skirt, fixing a loose hair strand, or giving a quick glance at the mirror seemingly out of nowhere, well, that's a clear sign she's looking to impress. Chances are high that you're the target of all this subtle preparation. So, to summarize all of this, it's important to pay attention to the signals a woman may be sending. From prolonged eye contact to body positioning and subtle grooming gestures, these subtle cues can reveal genuine interest. So, the next time you're interacting with someone who piques your interest, pay attention to the details. Remember that even in the simplest moments, like when she adjusts her hair or maintains eye contact, there may be a hidden message. Stay observant and confident because who knows? you might be on the brink of discovering a new and exciting chapter in your life. If you found this video interesting and want to learn more about reading attraction signals, be sure to check out our other videos on the subject and tune in to our next video, where we'll cover even more subtle signs that can reveal attraction. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.